Hi, I'm Danupu. I'm coordinating with the food supplies and relief to the Samagaon and Samdo Valley, which is sandwiched between Nepal's and Tibet's border, and it lies at an altitude of 3,500 meters to 3,800 meters. So we are really thankful to all the donors who have been contributing, and any furthermore contribution would help a lot of people here in Sama and Samdo Valley. The food situation this year was critical due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Uh, we normally have harvesting of just two crops, that is potato and barley, and it takes almost 6 months. And these crops just provide us 25% of the food, and for the rest of the 75%, normally we rely on wild herbs that can be sold in China to buy the basic needs, and also the purchasing of basic needs from the lower valley. And some of the income we rely on expedition groups and trekkers to act as porters and to sell some vegetables. But this year the harvesting was very bad, and we have upcoming challenges in winter and springtime if the pandemic is not over. Our village is isolated, and we have no any contact person of COVID-19 or no any confirmed cases in this valley. Unfortunately, there are some people coming from the lower valley sometimes, and we try to isolate ourselves in the best manner. And we hope we can keep our good health without having any of the villages in contact with COVID-19.
Yeah.
Hi.
This is my wife. This is my wife, and this is my baby. He's now having milk. He is just I think 10 months old. Now we are next to the winter season, and we had sudden snowfall for one day, and initially I think it was 15 days ago we had same kind of snowfall. But the biggest challenge in the upcoming days are the huge snowfall, which is up to like 1 to 2 meters high, and people cannot move out of their houses, and they have to get the water, and it's not easy to get the water. But what they do is to get the snowfall from outside of their house and then boil it and use it as a water. So it's difficult during the winter time, and there's so much use in energy, especially the firewood, the animal dung that they have collected now, and also dried grass are fed to the animals, and also people, they have to stay inside houses, drink a lot of liquid food like chamba soup and other things, and there is so much consumption in food, especially during the winter time, to keep the body warm, and they have no work except to stay inside and look after the animals. Contributions you have made have benefited us to buy 30 tons of food for the community, and all this food were purchased lower down the valley, and we pack the foods in a safer place with extra plastics and extra sacks, and we load it on a mule, and one mule can carry 60 kgs, which is 30 kgs on the right side and 30 kgs on the left side. And those mules, they start the journey, and it takes almost 3 to 4 days of very hard journey. They have to encounter a lot of risky trails where it is muddy, and some when they enter the high altitude, it's full of ice, and some mules slip away, and also they have to encounter the trails which is very rocky and very on the edge of the cliff. It's very dangerous. Some of the mules can just fall down and lose their lives. So anyhow, we were able to get this on time, and all these foods have to be stored for a while so that every meal can arrive, and it takes almost 3 to 4 days for one meal to arrive. And then it's almost a month that we have to do this, and then we have stored it. After everything arrived, then we distributed to almost 220 household in Sama village, Sama monastery elder people, and the elder people in Sama village, and also to Samdu Valley. So it's a long time and arduous job, very difficult in coordinating, as well as you may have the fear of losing lots of food when the mule is on the trail, because the sacks might get torn, and there are so many packaging charges incurred while transporting the food. All of your donations will help us to purchase more food for the upcoming winter season, so that people do not face shortages of food during the winter time. And all your donations, whether small or big one, makes a big difference for the people. So from the rice, it's going to be mostly for the old people. It would be like, it's like porridge and add fats on it, same like tsamba soup. So in the winter time, and also they have rice with some lentil. So that's traditional Nepali food. And the other thing from barley flour, I mean the flour, wheat flour that they do is, the thenduk, and the dough tea momo that they make with soup, and also with they make bread chapatis. Sen is once we roast the barley or roast the corn, we take the roasted barley or corn to the water mill and turn that one into flour. And from the flour, we just on the kitchen stove, we put hot water, add some salt, and put the barley or corn flour. Sometimes we mix both of them together to make it more nutritious. And then it becomes like a dough, and then we, after a certain boiling point, then we just uh, keep it away from the stove and prepare either with chili, either we take with chili soup, or either with dal soup. It's lentil soup. And some people, they take, if they have spinach in the I think it is, normally we have spinach in summertime, so they, old people, they make the spinach into like a nettle soup. They make that and have with nettle soup. Butter tea, there's no way this year that if they like, then they have to just take hot water. That's all. And it's a tremendous benefit to all the people. And they are always hoping and praying for your prosperous life and healthy life all the time. So people are really happy giving them food in all aspects. So it's normally it's not good to provide food to the people, but there is no alternative for the people to search for food. No person to borrow the money, no person to get the income from. So there is no alternative, and it's very, I think it's impossible to get. So you have saved their lives since this spring, and it's still saving a huge number of people's life, and also especially the children from malnourishment. because when they do the rationing, they have just less food and just one or two items, which they lack a lot of nutrients. I hope you have enjoyed the short movie about the lifestyle of Sama, especially at this time. And any contributions that you make for the food support of these people will be greatly appreciated by all the people. And thank you very much.